Hello, if you're a regular, thank you for coming back to my channel again, and if you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the recipe I've made for you today because it's something a little bit special today. I've been making strawberry cheesecake muffins. I've already cut one in half for you because plain on the top and a lovely surprise in the middle. So there's half a strawberry and cheesecake mix. So it's like a proper cheesecake, a cooked cheesecake in the middle. Absolutely delicious. And they're lovely muffins. They have orange zest in, just to give them a little bit more flavour than a usual muffin, but they don't taste orangey at all. All you're tasting is the gorgeous flavour of the muffin and the strawberry cheesecake. So let's get straight into how I made them. So this recipe makes 12 muffins. I'm just going to fill the muffin pan with the paper cases. And we'll set those aside and melt the butter. So we're just going to melt 85 grams of 3 ounces of butter. And once we've just got few little pieces of butter left in the pan like that, we'll turn the heat off and the heat of the pan will melt the rest of that butter. In this bowl I have 175 grams or 6 ounces of cream cheese, and I'm just going to put in 3 tablespoons of caster sugar and give that a mix. This is going to be the cream cheese filling. Just make sure all that caster sugar is mixed in. This cream cheese is, this sweet cream cheese is delicious. It's even nice on strawberries. So if you have any strawberries left over, just put it on instead of cream. Oh, lovely. Set that aside and we'll get on with the muffin mixture. So I've just put my oven on. That's 180 if you've got a fan oven, 200 if you haven't, or 400 if you're Fahrenheit. And now I'm going to sieve 350 grams or 12 ounces of plain flour. And into this I'm going to sieve 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder. To this I'm going to add 140 grams or 5 ounces of caster sugar and half a teaspoon of salt. Give that a little mix around. And then I'm going to add the grated rind of 1 orange. Now this needs to be done very finely, so I'll be doing it on this thin one today. It's not to give an orange flavour, it's to give just a little tiny bit of flavour without tasting orangey. It gives a lovely flavour to the muffins and it makes them kind of more yellowy too. So that's the whole orange, all the orange off the edge. That's the bit that's got all the oil in. So go no further than this outer orange bit. You can see, I don't know if the camera's picking up the difference. It's not as apparent on an orange as it is on a lemon. But underneath, this paler bit is bitter. It's just the orange that you want from the top, the orange colour. That will give you the orange flavour. Then I just scrape it all into the bowl. There, give that a mix round. The whole idea of grating this orange so fine is that it just disappears. No one really knows that there's orange in there. Just gives that little bit extra to the muffins. So in this jug I have 250 millilitres of milk, and that's full fat milk. Whenever you're cooking it's always best to use full fat milk. And this is just a teaspoon or a tablespoon here or there. If it's any amount it needs to be full fat. And I'll just put 2 eggs into the milk. Give it a little whisk and then start pouring the melted butter in. Next we're going to just make a well in the flour mixture and pour in all this egg mixture and just mix it up. Now this mixing is kind of half and half between folding and mixing. You'll find it won't incorporate if you just fold it, but we don't want to mix it too much. Just make sure it's all incorporated. Cut down to the bottom of the bowl to make sure all the flour's up. Now we're just going to put about a teaspoon of batter in the bottom of each of the cases. It's not a level teaspoon, as you can see. It's about as much as you can get on a teaspoon, really. If you have any muffin cases that aren't covered at the bottom, just pop a little bit extra in to make sure they're covered. The base of the case needs to be covered at this point, otherwise the strawberries are going in next, so the strawberries will slip out. Next we're going to take our strawberries. So we've got 6 medium strawberries in all. We just cut each one in half and pop it into the batter. Just give it a little press. We're not squishing it right down to the bottom, just a little press. Then on top of these goes the cream cheese. I'm just going to give it another quick stir. You want to be quite generous with this. The muffin will take more than you think. And any leftover, just put it on the ones that don't look so full. There. And when we want to bring back the muffin mixture, give that another little stir, just a slight stir, and fill up the muffin cases. And then just go around using up all the remaining batter. Try and make sure that all the cream cheese is covered. There. Now we'll pop those into the oven for anything between 15 and 17 minutes. That's 17 minutes and I think they're done. Oh, look at these, they look delicious. So you're looking for this golden colour on the top. They do normally take 17 minutes. So as soon as they're out the oven, just take them out and put them on the wire rack. And they will need to cool completely before they are ready to eat. As usual, I have put all the ingredients in the description for you. So remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you again next week.